Hello everyone. Today I will talk about the new SAML 2.0 Authentication feature in BigFix 9.5. Using this feature, BigFix users authenticate through a web-based single sign-on using the credentials assigned by the LDAP administrator and are granted access to the BigFix Web UI, Web Reports, or BigFix Console without having to authenticate again until the session expires. Security Assertion Markup Language is an XML-based open standard communication mechanism for communicating identities between organizations. It enables web browser single sign-on, eliminating the need to maintain multiple authentication credentials. The SAML specification defines three roles: the principal, typically a user, an identity provider, and a service provider. The user requests a service from the service provider. The identity provider supplies an identity assertion to the service provider. On the basis of this assertion, the service provider decides whether to grant the user access to the requested service. To enable SAML authentication in your BigFix environment, for the Web UI and Web Reports, run the Enable Web UI Fixlet number 2252. In the Web Reports user management pages, define the LDAP operators. On the Web UI, access the administration page and specify the following identity provider information: the URL used by the LDAP operator to access the authentication services, the certificate filer key from the identity provider certificate in Privacy Enhanced Mail (PEM) format, the identity provider identifier in textual format. If you have configured ADFS, this value must match the ADFS relying party identifier setting. Then click Enable. Let's see how it works. The BigFix user inserts a CAC or PIV card and specifies the URL to access the Web UI or Web Reports. The user is redirected to the identity provider page and specifies his LDAP credentials. The identity provider validates the credentials and assigns authentication tokens. The user is granted access to the application. You can also use SAML authentication to access the BigFix console by selecting the corresponding checkbox. SAML authentication in BigFix provides a single, secure, web-based authentication to access all applications, supports two-factor authentication with common access cards and personal identity verification smart cards if your LDAP environment is configured to use them, eliminates the need to maintain multiple credentials, eliminates the risk of phishing and identity theft,